going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA Rebuilding Challenge. We're doing another 82-0 challenge, and this time we're doing the 10 best point guards of all time. Now, let me tell you guys how the criteria works. So I went based on overall, and I'm only using the all-time teams, players, right? So I'm basing it off that. I'm not basing off the classic teams and current teams. Otherwise, Luka Doncic current version would have been on the team because he's that good. He's 97 overall. So, few omissions for those that are curious. Oscar Robertson could have been the only guy on here twice, but I wanted to give someone else a chance. So, yeah, he's 96 overall, but we went with a different 96. Also, it's got to be based on their main position of point guard. So, yeah, anyone that supposedly is a point guard, like James Harden, for example, he's not a point guard here, so he's not on the list. Derrick Rose missed out. MVP Derrick Rose. Gary Payton, Russell Westbrook, they missed out. Lillard was like a 94, so he missed out. But we're going to show you guys the roster, and you'll see who we have here. And that's going to be what's going to be for the other positions that I decide to do later on for this mini-series. So, if you're enjoying the content, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments for more videos, socials, play a second channel, main channel down in the description. If you like the content from DJP. And with that being said, let's get on the gameplay. Alright, so I decided to put them on the Magic. No really rhyme or reason behind it. I just decided to do that. So here we go. Here's your top 10 point guards of all time according to 2K, based on overall. Also, Isaiah Thomas is not on the team. That's another guy that's missing. So yeah, we've got Magic Johnson, Stephen Curry, Chris Paul, Walt Frazier, Oscar Robertson, Kings version, John Stockton, Jerry West, Steve Nash, Bob Cousy, Allen Iverson. These point guards. So these, again, the all-time versions of players. Well, that's how I based it off of. So this is how these are the best point guards of all time. Now, obviously they're not. Well, yeah, no, obviously they're not. I mean, there's some of them. I mean, you can make an argument, but I would, obviously, you'd probably put Isaiah Thomas over maybe a few of these guys. You'd probably put, I don't know if you put Derrick Rose or Westbrook. I mean, you could make an argument, though, for either one, actually. If you want to consider James Harden a point guard, Gary Payton, you could put him up there, I guess. You know, it's all negligible, very negligible, but I had to base it off of something. So, there you go. I'm going to fix the rotation because I don't think it's going to be correct, as it's not. So, let me fix that up and make sure every point guard's actually getting minutes. All right, so this is the rotation I came up with, so as you can see. Trying to get a little bit of size. I mean, obviously, Magic Johnson's my tallest player, so he's going to be playing center. Yeah, that's the one thing with the point guards is the size. You definitely want rebounding. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but I guess maybe with enough talent, we can usurp that. So we'll see how good this top 10 all-time point guard team will be. So let's see their first game and see if they can win. Also, let's check our sense of proficiency, make sure it's the best that it can be. 4.5 star balanced. Is that our best? It is, so I guess we'll rock with that. First game of the season, can we win it? We do. 157-111. Let's take a look at the box score and see who led the way. Oscar Robertson, 27, 5, and 8. This guy's goated. 9 of 13 for Stephen Curry. You got Steve Nash off the bench. A very efficient game. Magic Johnson, 20, 10, and 6. Double-double for Walt Frazier. Yeah, fair stuff there. Great start to the season. So again, I don't know if this team's going to go 82-0, but we're going to be pretty damn good. That's all I know. And there you go. We lost our first game already to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who Donovan Mitchell, he was 47, 25 and 15 for Darius Garland. Okay. And who's the letdown here? I mean, no one really shot terrible. Walt Frazier with 5 turnovers. A little too much, Clyde. All right. Curry 1 of 6 from 3. That's a little unlike him, though. All right, well, obviously not 0-82. I mean, obviously not going to be 0-82. Not 82-0, but, you know, I didn't think this team would be that team. You know, if there's one team that could go 82-0, it'd obviously be the Centers. I will say this, too. If I do the power forwards and the shooting guards, you're not going to see Reggie Miller. You're not going to see... you're not going to see Charles Barkley because they're not in the game, which is unfortunate because they would be on the teams, I would assume. Yeah, we lost to the Bucks here. Jerry West, John Stockton, 1 of 5, 4 turnovers, not that great of a game for him. Chris Paul, 1 of 7, 3 of 8 for Bob Cousy. 4 turnovers for Curry. Yeah, not the best game there. So 2 losses so far. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, it's unfortunate that they don't have the rights, or they won't allow their rights to be, you know, in the game. You know, it'd be cool if they did let you have their rights and be in the game, and then we'd be able to put them on their teams. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Lose to Boston here. Walt Frazier and Curry, 3 of 9, not really helpful. 4 turnovers for CP3. But so far, they're 31-3, 32, make it 33-3. We're gonna beat the Pistons. We're gonna beat the Wizards. Yeah, 34-3. So obviously, this team's gonna be one of the best. I wonder how we're gonna do playoff time, though. I'm a little bit worried about that. If in the playoffs we are gonna struggle, maybe the talent can usurp it, but it's gonna be tough because again, rebounding is a very big part of winning basketball games. Second chance opportunities are a dime a dozen. So hopefully, you know, maybe our talent could help that out. So far, 48-3, make it 49-3 after we win that game. And can we hit 50? We sure can. So yeah, this team's been playing really well. Only 3 losses so far in the season, which is pretty solid. At the trade deadline, lose to the Nuggets though, which is kind of unfortunate. So we got 4 losses going into All-Star break. And, I mean, I think we can break the all-time record, which is 73-9. I would assume we'll do that. Lose to the Bucks, though. That's our 5th loss of the season. But, yeah, we've already usurped 60 wins, and we're about to hit 65. We lost to the Suns, though, and lost to the Lakers. Ooh, okay. 67-7. 68-7, 69-7. We do get 70 wins. Beat Cleveland, beat Brooklyn, and, yep, 75 wins. And Luka Doncic being very upset that he did not get picked on the all-time point guard list. But again, you're a current day player. If the 97 Luka Doncic was the all-time team, you'd be on the team. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Jaden Ivey wins Rookie of the Year. That's something you don't really see often. Tyler Harris, 6th Man of the Year, defensive player Nick Claxton, most improved Alfred Sengun, Coach Jamal Mobley, obviously, because our team was really good. Don't know if we'll see any Orlando Magic on any of these teams because there's just so much talent. Yeah, but we do see Magic Johnson all defense first team as a center. Even though it says point guard, he basically played center. 17 points a game, almost 10 rebounds, 6.5 assists. So I like to see that from him. And yeah, steals per game. You can see 1.1 and then 1.3 block shots per game. And yeah, really solid efficiency. He also shot very well from 3, interestingly enough. So good stuff there from Magic Johnson. And then we also had Oscar Robertson, the Big O, nearly putting up 20 points, also over 10 rebounds, 6.5 assists, close to it. You can see his numbers are kind of ridiculous, which makes sense. The dude did have a triple-double. Only one time in his second season. But, yeah, fair play to Oscar Robertson. Great stuff there from him. And he was playing the small forward, I believe, so that's cool to see. And, yeah, the team was 75-7. Makes sense to me. But will we do well in the playoffs? That's going to be the tricky part to decipher. Also led the team in scoring. You can see we had 7 guys average double figures on the season. In terms of rebounding, here are your league rebounders. Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, helping us grab boards, which we definitely need. In terms of facilitation, shouldn't be too worried about that. Obviously, we have a lot of guys to contribute the ball, so the sister Diamond doesn't. Also, look at our defense. In terms of steals, 7 guys at least to steal a game. Block shots, Magic Johnson over 1 block a game. That's impressive. Most efficient scorer was Steve Nash. And nobody shot below 50% for the field. That's pretty good. In terms of three-point shooting, our worst one was Allen Iverson, interestingly enough. But he shot 36%, which is pretty good. Steve Nash shot 53% from 3, pretty insane. And we had Curry with 50-40-90, Steve Nash 50-50-90, and that's pretty much about it for the 50-40-90s. Our free throw shooting was excellent as well, very elite. So if we get fouled, we're hitting free throws. So that's awesome to see. We got Detroit in the first round. I would assume we should be able to beat them. I don't know if they made any changes. There's their roster. They do have the Rookie of the Year, Jaden Ivey. Looks like they got Mitchell Robinson, but we should be able to beat them, and we do sweep them. Now, Philly's going to be a tough team because of the size that they have on their front court with Joel Embiid. So Magic Johnson's going to have a tough time guarding him, but maybe our talent can usurp that. And it does, but it took us 6 games. Boston, we might lose. I could see us losing to Boston in a 7-game series. Even though they don't have like an elite big man, they have a lot of wing talent. So I think we can lose this series. And we win in 6. Okay, and we're taking on the Pelicans in the finals. Oscar Robertson, East Conference Finals MVP. The Pelicans are a tough matchup because again they've got some guys on their team that are pretty solid. Obviously got Zion. Why do I think they're missing somebody? Are they missing somebody? I don't know. Well, either way, Game 1 is a Magic win. Game 2 is a Magic win. Are we gonna sweep? No. No. Bro, 2K. 2K selling right now. No way we blow a 3-0 lead. Okay, wow. Wow, that was close. Okay, the Magic almost threw that away. And Oscar Robertson was the finals MVP. I could have predicted that. I mean, this dude is legitimately scary. And I mean, like, in terms of scary, his talent is scary, right? So it took 7 games, though. But yeah, our playoff run, I was a little bit worried about losing there. But surprisingly, we came out on top. So I'll take that. Let's take a look at the playoff stats for the all-time point guards. So they were pretty solid in the playoffs. Oscar Robertson, only guy with the average above 20. Nearly 7 guys in double figures. Chris Paul just 0.1 away. In terms of rebounding, Oscar Robertson, then Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy grabbing rebounds. You like to see that. Also, Magic led the team in assists. Then we have Frazier, Clyde, and then Curry. Steals per game, Jerry West had 2, and a bunch of other guys had 1. 8 guys at least to steal a game. Block shots, Magic Johnson blocking shots out there. Fair play to him. But only guy with over 1. Most of your scorers, Walt Frazier. You can see that. And then our most effective 3-point shooter. You can see those from here. And of course, free throw shooting shouldn't be too much of a problem with our squad. And yeah, for the most part, it wasn't. So, all right. I guess with that being said, let's go to the full screen. Close out the video. That's gonna be it from here. Hope you enjoyed this 82-0 challenge with the top 10 point guards. My camera's out of focus. Apologize about that. There we go. That should fix it. And it did not. So, there we go. That fixed it. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. We're going to be doing the other positions. Very similar style to this. So, the shooting guards will be the next one. Again, all-time teams only. All-time players only. So, that should be a very interesting one. And, yeah, didn't go 82-0, but still a pretty solid team. Playoffs was a bit of a struggle, but they really get through it. So, good stuff there from the PGs. So, that being said, take care, everybody. See you soon. Peace.